Hi, I'm Danny Briere, and you're watching Nasty Knuckles.
You're listening to Nasty Knuckles, the Hockey Outlaws podcast, with your hosts, Derek Nasty Settlemyre and former Philadelphia Flyer enforcer Riley Cote, as they go behind the scenes with your favorite NHL players. Time to face off.
All right, welcome back. What's happening, Nasty?
Well, what's up, Regarelli? You're back in the shrine. I love it.
Back in the shrine. Got some Wi-Fi signals.
Got some Wi-Fi.
Hasn't cut out yet.
If you stop banging all those bongos and harps and skin flutes, we'd be all right. It just takes up all the energy from your internet.
Oh, yeah. Too many vibrations in this space.
Too many vibes.
Too much interference.
I love
What's
it.
going on with you? You got the sculpting party going on tonight?
Well, you're all over me. Like,
Well, I love it.
why you got to give me shit about my gel? I've always gelled my hair, except for back in the day. We already talked about that yesterday. Like, I got to gel it to keep it out of my eyes, boys.
Yeah, the dry bangs just can't
do it.
You can't do it.
You can't do it anymore,
Interfering with
buddy.
the eyesight.
Oh God,
You gotta bring it back. We're looking good, pal. Nice to see you.
Good to see you as well, man. Flyers start not bad, buddy.
Not bad.
If you would have said, they get it 6-3-1 after 10 games into the season, we'll get more into it with our guest here in a few minutes. But man, it's been fun to watch, and they're in every game. And at home they've been really good, which is huge because you don't want to get behind the eight ball. Early in the season, and it's just been a nice start. Like I said, 6-3-1 for the first 10 games, and the first 5 games really, really tough opponents, and to come out of that doing pretty well is exciting. It would be better. I don't want the Eagles to be doing bad, but I think there'd be more people talking about the Flyers. But the Eagles are playing well, which we want. We'd love a repeat here. But it's a little less pressure and eyes on the Flyers when football season's going on. But been a lot of fun to watch, buddy.
No doubt. If you're a Flyers fan, you got to be excited for the start. Obviously, I mean, the energy, the excitement, the skill, the goaltending. I mean, everything in between. It just seems to be. I don't want to say a perfect start, but I mean, as close as you're going to get to that. In this league, in this day and age, with the situation, the current situation of the Flyers, but it's exciting. It's bringing the energy to Philly. It's been really refreshing to follow. Just again, we talk about it with Danny, our guest coming on here a little bit, but we talk about just the energy and the excitement and the chemistry, and it's so visible, it's so obvious. The old eye test, right? I mean, this is classic.
Right.
Analytics versus energy type stuff, or not that we need to compare them, but everyone and their brother, all the fans can see it. There seems to be a connection and a chemistry here that's undeniable, and hopefully they can just continue to grow and evolve as a team and get through the tough times that are inevitably around the corner somewhere down the road, but just keep going, forging ahead and keeping the energy up.
Yeah, for sure. 2 more home games left on this stand back to back here this weekend. So it'll be interesting to see how they do. Our buddy Chiefs in town, Craig Berube, Toronto Maple Leafs, Stoley, and Lotz got to see them this morning before they went on the ice. And going to go have a beverage with Chief this evening and try to get their game plan so I can get it over to Talk.
Sneaky spy stuff. He's not going to show his hand too much. I mean,
he won't. He's not going to want to talk about that.
He's not concerned about it.
I don't think he is.
I did want to mention to the listeners here, by the time this airs, this Saturday and Sunday game will have passed. So
yeah,
in case you're confused on the timelines of some of this conversation, but anyways, it'll be awesome for Chief to come back into Philly here. And obviously in his perspective, trying to get his squad going and get them out of their little bit of their funk that they're in.
Yeah.
He seemed to be having a slow start, and I think it'll be a good matchup for the Flyers too. Because I mean, obviously, if Toronto's going, they can score, they compete. I think they're just trying to find their groove there.
Yeah, for sure. I think
Lots back in Philly too.
Lotz is back, but he's still hurt. I don't think he's
Yeah,
going to play tomorrow, but
that's
he
right.
said he's close. He said he's
Close.
close. So, yeah, injury update last night. Coots got hit in the elbow. Obviously, they're going to call it an upper body injury. We're not quite sure what it is at this point in time, but hopefully it's nothing serious. But to keep Coots out of 2 periods to me is a little worrisome, just because that guy, I've seen him play with, I don't know if you remember back when he and Goody ran into each other in the playoffs, and his knee just went totally backwards, and he ended up finding a way to play and throwing in a hat trick on top of it in that next game. But hopefully Coots is going to be okay, because he's had a great start too, man. He looks
He
fresh.
has, yeah.
I think a lot of it's mental too, obviously, with his body feeling good again, which, he talked to us about. But I think the mental part of just having a totally fresh start, things were getting a little hairy there, before Talk came in here. So it's nice to see Coots playing well also, and hopefully he's back soon. Again, don't know exactly what the injury is. He took a puck to the elbow. I hope he had his elbow guards on, because I'd
I
be
hope
all over.
so.
I hope
That's
he'd be
so
all
fun.
over. I know.
The old funny bone ain't so funny,
Oof,
Nast.
man, it's not.
Hit
It's
that a
not.
few times.
You don't see people laugh when they do. I don't know why they call it that. But
Not once have I seen someone laugh.
no, exactly. I wanted to mention, I was talking to our good friend, the Duff Daddy.
Oh, Duff.
To mention the Warriors Gala again. We'll be there. DJ Hollywood will be there, a special guest. Some Flyers alumni. They have the silent auction and the 50-50. Plus, it's really cool is the military ceremony. Cannon might get shot, Duff told me. You might shoot the cannon, but
you got to.
Well, you have to. Tickets,
not.
Yeah, exactly. Tickets are $150, and the VIP tables are $1,500. It's cocktail attire, military dress, uniform, which I thought was so cool. I know I said that last time we were talking about this, but it's Friday, November 14th, on the Battleship, New Jersey, 7:00 to 10:30. You probably 9:30. You're probably out of there by 9:30.
Yeah, a little ninja dust. I'll sneak out.
Yeah, you always do. The old Irish bomb boat. Where Riggs goes like Houdini. Poof. I'm
at
gone.
home in bed by the time I get the text. Yeah.
How'd you get home already? You took your copter. Your copter can land on the battleship. That's what it is.
Yeah. It's a little more convenient on the old battleship. It doesn't land so smoothly in Hollydale.
No,
for the men's league.
It doesn't. That's for sure. Speaking of, we got a game Sunday. You better be there. It's a little past your bedtime, but you've missed a couple weeks. You're in. You paid your dues, man. You got to play.
I know, man. I'm doing my best to make it Sunday. The 9 plus time, 9 p.m. games, just anything later than that, struggle, as man, you know.
Our buddy Sean's he's really put it to us with some of these late games. We normally don't have these late ones. I understand it normally because most of them are early, and I can see you missing one or two, but you're missing too many right now, and you've paid your fees. So,
well, I'm doing my best to be there. I need to get some action. Need to get a little ice time to work on the mitts, you know.
Well, you got to work on the mitts. You get the break and the fragmented inseam of it for the parental migration. I mean, with your stick and it's Tovey. It's Tovey all the way, man. I found that Polylac seems to help with that solution, and you score every single time. Sea salt right in there, man. It's a dynamic unit. I think it's great.
Oh, I love it. So excited to hear about it.
What do you love about it?
The texture.
I figured you would say that. Yeah, you never know. Man. You got to be careful with how much you put of that sea salt there. So anyway.
Man. What else going on, Ass? There's got to be something else. I mean, you bring you got to be rocking the dancing shoes.
For tomorrow?
No, the Gala.
Oh, the Gala. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll have them on. I have my Michael Jackson socks on, too. They don't want me breaking it down. You saw when me and God rest him, our boy Ray Emery. We had the Michael Jackson dance off right in that.
I
I can't
remember.
remember the name of that pub, but
It
over
it
in
was
Philly,
somewhere. No, yeah, it was the old city
in
there
Old
somewhere.
City there, and we had the circle around us and everything.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that was awesome. I did want to ask you though, Riggs, because I was looking online actually for a Christmas present, and we've talked about this before, but what's your favorite piece of memorabilia
Oh wow. Yeah. You're
that
doing
you
your
own? That you own?
that I own. You doing some
Yes.
Christmas shopping already, Nast?
Well, I did today. I did
You
today.
getting ahead of it. Well, I don't have as much memorabilia as you do, Nast. Certainly not that big of a collector, but I do have a pretty interesting piece that you actually got me
Yeah.
from our good friend Alexei Kovalev, one of the most skilled players, but also the most stylish players. I think
Oh my God.
you model your game and your style after.
Oh, let's wait. The style, not the game. I
Wow,
wish I could model my game that way,
you're
but
trying.
you know,
I
that
see the
guy
eyes up
was.
of the patience,
Oh,
cruising through the
that's
middle.
that's just being slow. I don't know if that's
Yeah, right.
patience.
It's a little different dimension.
uh,
But you got me an Alexei Kovalev stick,
yeah.
and the story goes, I forget what year it was. Would have been like 08, 09.
Oh, yeah.
Playoffs, obviously scratched in playoffs, right? Doing the old taking every warm up,
Yep.
and I got a little excited in warm ups. Nast put my stick in Alexei's face.
Yes.
Got myself a $5,000 fine. And you did what you do best, is go and and shoot the shit with people and have some laughs, and then you landed up coming back with Alexei's stick
Yeah.
as a little souvenir of the
Yeah,
incident.
I did.
So I got
He
that bad boy. Haven't used it.
he was confused if you thought he was tougher. So he's like, "Has he not seen the highlights, this guy? Did he not see me in the meek outside of the private jet with my warrior sticks?"
The turtleneck, they didn't give
Yeah.
it away, right? It's like, is this a skill guy or is this is a tough guy
You should have gone out next warm up with the Turtsy
with the
on,
old
the
turns? Yeah.
volcanic, yeah, the
Oh man.
turtleneck. That would be great. Yeah, but he was a little confused why the stick came up in his face.
Oh yeah. Well, he was the closest guy to the old
Yeah.
spearhead and
10
got the
cups of
wrath.
coffee, 10 cups of coffee, some
And
whatever
yeah,
else.
some Sudafed and nowhere to direct that energy except for in warm-ups. I got about 12, 15 minutes there of circling, and
Yeah.
then then the old core stretch, and then he looked at me,
Course stretch. Yeah.
and I had to say something, and I
I know.
obviously crossed the line with that much coffee in my system, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
$5,000 later, hey, and I got an Alexei Kovalev stick out of it, so I appreciate that.
Yep, exactly. The reason I ask is because I jumped on our good friends GT Wholesale. I went on their website, gt-wholesale.com. They just actually recently moved over into Haddonfield, but man, so many cool things on there, like memorabilia from every sport. They've been around since the '90s. Riggs, as the East Coast distributor for Rydell Sports, and they have so many cool helmets. I don't want to give it away, but I got on there. I got a helmet. Use the code.
You did.
Yeah, I used the code
Couldn't
nasty.
help yourself.
I couldn't because I have a bit of a collection of some football helmets, and I saw one on there. I was just going through all their stuff, and it's unbelievable actually. So you got to check that out again. It's a gt-wholesale.com. Check it out. They have, like I said, every sport, but I got a really cool football helmet as a present, and our boy Pac-Man. It was going on today too, and he again used that code nasty for 15% off.
Oh yeah.
Check it out. Check it out. It's awesome.
All right, Nas, you ready to rock?
I am.
All right, episode 214 with our good friend Danny Briere, brought to you by Camden Apothecary. Let's go.
All right. Please welcome to the Nasty Knuckles Show, our really good friend, former teammate, still teammate, because we're teammates forever. Flyers general manager, Mr. Danny Briere. Sneaky Poo, thanks for joining us, my man. I know you're a busy guy. Basically wanted to just jump on with you. You were 10 games in. I feel like it's just a great start with the season. 6-3-1 record right now. Impressive 6-1 at home. Can we get some more games at home here?
Yeah,
You know, like more than we have on the road. But currently on a 3-game win streak. Just want to get your thoughts on the team and what you're seeing as the general manager, the big boss man there.
Well, it's been a lot of fun playing at home. Taking advantage of our homestand so far. I remember last year we started on the road and with such a young team, we fell behind the 8 ball right away, and it was just tough to catch up. Yes, we had a tough schedule playing Florida a couple times, the Winnipeg, Carolina, Minnesota early in the season, but we survived that, and then we've been going since. We built a little bit of chemistry, we built a little bit of confidence. 2 more important games this weekend at home. So that was the goal for us, to get off to a good start. And yeah, they've played even better than I think up to this point we imagined. So really exciting, but there's lots of work to be done still.
Yeah, no doubt. Can you expand on the energy, the chemistry you're talking about there? Because it seems pretty clear, to the common man, the average fan, that there seems to be a level of chemistry there right out of the gate.
Yeah, well, when you bring new players in, and we've probably had a little bit more of a turnover this summer than we've had in the past. Bring new guys in, and the adjustment. You're always worried that it's going to take time. You don't know how quick it's going to mesh. Starting in net with Vladar. I mean, I think he's calmed everything down. He's played solid hockey for us. It's pretty impressive how he's hold the fort down. And it trickles down to everybody. Just playing with a little bit more confidence, in front of them. So it's been fun to see. And then guys like Dvorak and Zegras coming in, trying to find chemistry with line mates, trying to find out where they belong, which position's best for them. They've both been really, really impressive in their own way. So, hopefully it keeps going. It stays that way for the rest of the year, but certainly exciting to see that start from all 3 guys that I've just mentioned.
Yeah, you got to give you some credit too there, Danny, with all those guys, and including Rick Tocchet, who we've all known him for a long time. I've known him since I was a kid. Obviously known him a long time, and the energy and the positive attitude and the work ethic he expects. But we always go back to a player's coach. But like you can tell, the players, they really enjoy him, and even listening to some of the comments that they make, and that he's made about them. I think it's been obviously a huge part, and that's a lot of credit to you and the whole staff with Jonesy and your entire staff. But you brought up Vladar. He's gone 4-2 with a 1.67 goals against average. Jeez, I mean that's crazy. And his save percentage, I think, is around .939. And you're right, like he's making the saves he should make, and then he's throwing in those extra saves too, and he's keeping you in every game. And you got to give the D credit as well. It's been a lot of fun to watch him. He's a big guy, and I was happy to see Sam come in and get 2 wins there as well. For his confidence. Unfortunately, obviously he's got an injury right now, but and then Vladdy steps back in after 2 games off and plays great.
And it's going to be the key. We're going to need Sam as well, and that's what I love about this tandem is both guys can come in and give you really good performances and give you a chance to win on any given night. Sam has proven in the past that, he performs really well under pressure when he needs a big game. He played his best when he was, him and Carter Hart were challenging each other for starts. That's the best news for us, to bring in a guy like Vladar that's going to push him and force him to focus and fight for starts. I think it makes Sam better, and they're going to push each other. So that combination, that tandem, is excellent for the future. And the good thing with that too is you can keep both of them fresh. You don't have to burn out one of the guys by playing them 3 or 4 times during the same week, because especially this year being an Olympic year, we're going to cram in a lot of games pretty soon here. And if you can keep your goalies fresh, it goes a long way. And to go back to what you were saying earlier, we talking about talk.
Yeah.
It's been, he's been great. But I would go even deeper. I think his whole staff. I'd give a lot of credit to his whole staff. The new ideas that they're bringing in, the work that they've put in with the players. I think it's very exciting. And look, not to go back and what's done in the past. Torts was great for what we needed at the time, and now it was time for a new voice, and new ideas. And I think for the players, it's refreshing. So we got to give the whole staff a lot of credit there, not just talk.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure, 100%. And Danny, we were texting one another when camp started, and I think it was after the first or second day, and you made mention to Zegras. She said, "Man, we were like, man, he's impressive," and he is. We've always known that, but the way he's stepped up, in my opinion, he's really been impressive, and everyone's talking about some of the plays. Obviously, he makes great plays. He sees the ice very well. He's got the no looks going. Reminds me of me on the court.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, one of the things that really stood out to me, Danny, and Riley and I talked about a little bit, was that play he made to Coots a couple weeks ago against Florida, the backhand pass. But what was impressive to me is he had two guys come to him. Bennett tried to take his head off. He takes the hit, still wins the battle, finds the puck, and then makes that play. To me, that's like, I was like, whoa, like I don't know if I'd ever seen that out of him. Not that I was studying his game that much, but I'd seen him play. But even talked about the other day, he sees, like, sometimes it looks like he's aware of, well, if I'm coming into the zone, maybe it's not the right time to make a sexy play. Let me just get it in and we'll get to work. But if he's got that room, obviously you guys wanted him to be creative and make those plays, and he's been fantastic.
Yeah, he has. And, we all knew coming in that he's highly, highly skilled, that he can make plays that, sometimes nobody sees. Two things I've been really impressed with him that, I didn't know it was that could go to that level. First of all, his competitiveness, especially in the defensive zone. We had heard a lot of different things, that he didn't want to play defense. Even last night against Nashville, he made a play late in the third period where there's a backdoor play that, it would have been an easy goal for Nashville, but he back checked and cut that pass off. He was able to read that play. I was really impressed with that. But all around, his defensive game has been way better than we expected. The other thing too, and you mentioned the play against Florida, he's made some really clutch play, and that's exciting to me, that when you need a play, he can come through. That play against Florida, the game against Nashville, we were going nowhere. First half of the game, we were kind of hemmed in our zone for long periods of time, and Matvei makes a great play along the board. He walks in, and it's a great shot, to get up 1-0. That was a clutch play. We needed that goal. We needed to get on the scoreboard first, to kind of get it re-energized and refocused a little bit, because we were struggling. Vladar kept us in the game, but that play, that goal was huge. So that's what I'm really excited with Zegras, is how many clutch plays he's made already this early in the season.
Yeah. And not to mention, he seems like a perfect fit in the locker room. Like, obviously a likable guy, I would say a glue guy on some level, but he seems to be that. I don't want to, if you say, like, he has a way of, like, bringing a sense of calmness too. It seems like he can slow the game down. His energy seems to be, pretty mild, but I feel like he almost needed a situation like this to come in and, I don't know what to say, settle in and find his groove, but that certainly seems what it appears to be in these first 10 games.
Yeah, and you're right. He's been really good. If you watch him interact with Matvei, coming into, he's really close with Drysdale and York, and that helps. Probably helped him, kind of get into a groove or feel comfortable a little earlier than expected along in the room. But I've been impressed with his leadership. It's not something that would have been said probably from his stay in Anaheim. So hopefully it keeps developing. And it's been, the good thing is, we needed a player like that, and I think he needed a team like he has here in Philadelphia.
Agreed.
Where he's needed. We needed guys that can make plays. And it's been a good fit so far for both the Flyers and himself.
No doubt.
Yeah,
Can you
for
speak
sure.
to Matvei a little bit? I know he's come off like a little bit of a slow start. Are you anything to be concerned about, or just kind of the way things go sometimes? He's a skilled guy.
We've talked a little bit about that. He was behind the 8 ball to start the season. Has talked about that a little bit. It doesn't turn overnight.
Right.
But there's some encouraging steps. You saw last night he made some really good plays. And for offensive guys, you know how it is. It takes time when the confidence starts coming and you start feeling it. It seems like those plays follow you. The puck follows you, and you find a way to make those plays. And last night against Nashville was an example of that. You're starting to see that from Matvei. Hopefully he can build on it, and it just gets better and better. We saw what he can do. We saw it last year. I don't know. Maybe coming in this year, he thought it was going to be a little easier. Got surprised a little bit. It's happened to many great players in the past. Where second year you get snake bitten a little bit, but he's going to learn from it. Look, he's 20 years old at the end of the day. He's got lots of hockey left in front of him. So we're going to be patient with him, and we'll let him find his way through this.
Driving hours outside of the city for your cannabis makes no sense when Camden Apothecary is just 5 minutes from Center City. It's right over the Ben Franklin Bridge, easy to get to, no crazy wait times, and they've got everything you'd expect from a solid dispensary. Top shelf product from the brands people actually want. You can walk in or order ahead online if you already know what you want. They keep the process simple, the shelves stocked, and the vibes chill. Locally owned, no corporate weirdness, just a real shop run by people who care about the product and the community. They're open 7 days a week, right off 676 at 1205 Haddon Avenue in Camden, New Jersey, with a huge parking lot. Hit up CamdenApothecary.com to check out the menu or place an order. Again, that's Camden Apothecary, real close, real solid.
One more thing I wanted to just mention too, Danny, is just Brink and Cote and Foerster, that line. They're just see we must talk about them every week, Danny. But I mean, I swear to God, every time they're on the ice, something's happening. Like they just buzz, and they're hard on pucks, and they just seem to just. They just gelled, I guess, right away when they started. I mean, it hasn't just been this year. They obviously were a great line last year. It must be nice, and I see Yogi has them as a power play unit as well, like the 3 forwards anyway. So they're just fun to watch.
So well together. They're fun to watch. They play so well together. The chemistry, it's the best feeling in the world when you find line mates that you just mesh with.
Totally.
There's nothing like it. And those 3 guys, I think they make each other better at the same time.
They do.
Because of the chemistry that they have. It's pretty cool to see. They get on the forecheck and they read off each other so well. There's so many turnovers because they have good sticks as well defensively. And that's when, even on the forecheck, when the other team has the puck, they just find a way to get their sticks on pucks and create havocs and turnovers, and then they're able to counter back and reattack. So they're there for each other. They read off each other so well, and that's why that line has had so much success. And the cool part for Talk is, Coots has kind of been for years the guy that you would throw out there against the top lines from the other team. And then now you're developing another line like that, like with Cates, and how solid he is defensively and how good at checking that line is as a whole. Now you have another line that you're not afraid to play against the top lines. I mean, Cates' line the other night, played against Crosby the whole night, and they did a really good job against Crosby's line. And then you add a guy like Dvorak, who's, really strong on faceoffs and really good both ways. And all of a sudden, it gives you, more freedom and not be afraid to match up so much when you're the head coach. So, all lines, just the chemistry they've built early in the season and the flexibility that it gives our coaching staff makes it easier for them to manage things from behind the bench. And, because the game's played so fast, it happens so fast. It makes life a lot easier on the coaches.
Yeah, no doubt. I love the excitement they bring to the game. You know, like they love playing the game, and you kind of mentioned it. Like they love playing together, but they're just excited to be there. Like it's like
Yeah.
watching kids play hockey, and they just
Yeah.
hound it. You know, they hound it and they're after it. You know, it just seems like nothing kind of bothers them really. It's just a
Absolutely.
nice energy.
And
Riley,
for us,
sorry,
and for us, if you look at it, I mean, those guys are all in their early 20s or mid 20s. I mean, it's so exciting to have a line like that. It's already meshing well. I mean, they could be together for the next 8 to 10 years.
I
So
know.
it's really exciting to see.
Right, Riley calls Tyson's stick a pull skimmer. He says that's one of the longest sticks.
Well, and he gets a piece of everything,
But
man.
he does. He
Yeah.
always gets a piece of it. But
Yeah,
I always
and
laugh when
I
he says
think
that.
the players are they're not expecting him to. He's got the long arms. He's got the long stick. He just he
Yeah.
gets sticks on a lot. And Cates is the same way.
He is.
Yeah.
So many turnovers just by having the sticks and stick in the right position. So, and Bobby works so hard constantly.
He does.
His competitiveness is also contagious. It's really cool to see Bobby go to work and get in the corner against guys 2 times as big as him, and he finds a way to get out with the puck. It's fun to see. It energizes the team when you see that.
Yeah,
It
for
does.
sure. For sure.
It certainly does. And then just want to get your thoughts on the back end so far. I know we made the trade. I mean, just overall thoughts. It seems like kind of finding the stride back there.
Yeah. Well, to start with Sanheim and York. I mean, we're asking them right now to play heavy minutes, and both of them. We missed York early in the season, but now that he's back in the lineup, it's kind of stabilized everything. And then the play of Sealer and Drysdale kind of changed everything for us. Now you have another pairing that's impressive and can control play, control the game. Jamie Drysdale has really taken a step, and I think his confidence keeps growing. It's fun to see, but to me is just how good he's been defensively, stopping plays from the opposition, getting sticks on different things, and it's good to see Jamie feel with or play with more feel and freedom and confidence.
Yeah, for sure. I wish I could walk the line like that in my men's league games. Wow, it'd be fun to be able to skate like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Oh man,
You're pretty mobile, Nas. Don't sell yourself short there.
Yeah. I'm real mobile. Turning 40 hurt me, man, a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Last year when I. Oh, Danny. All right,
40.
buddy.
I thought you were 29 still.
Yeah, I can't do it anymore, man. I wish I could. I was that age for a long time, but
yeah,
when you got 2 grandkids, man, and a third on the way, it's hard to say that. So, but
well,
we
congrats.
appreciate. Thanks, buddy. We appreciate your time. How's your little guy doing? I've seen him a couple times, but buzzing around the rink.
Yeah. We have a little terrorist walking the halls. I had 3 for a while when I played.
Yeah.
And then there's another one. So it's been exciting. It's been fun to start to take him to the rink, and he's starting to get the hockey feel. But he's only 3. He definitely has the hockey player build, a little stocky. So.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
He's got the aggression too. I think I saw him at the fantasy camp there, and he was charging at my leg and hip checking me.
He has a strong opinion already. So
we were like, little guy, let's sit here and talk for a minute. You're like, I got to get this kid, and he needs a nap, boys. I gotta go. He needs a nap. All right. But anyway, we appreciate your time, brother. I know you're super busy, and keep up the good work, man. And it's been a lot of fun to watch, buddy. And
thank you, guys. Thanks for your support. And
of course.
It's not on me anymore. I blame the players, whatever happens.
There you go. That's right. You can't play for them. Oh, man.
No, thanks for having me, guys. Always a pleasure to catch you,
brother.
All right. We got, first of all, my boss, BKFC Ice Wars CEO from Smithers. BC Riggs from Smithers.
I know a couple guys from there.
I know you do. We've had a few people on, but this devilishly handsome gentleman is joining us. He's right now at the Soaring Eagle Casino, getting ready for a BKFC fight this weekend. But please welcome to the show, Charlie Nam, our good buddy. What's up, Charlie?
Hey, guys. Thanks a lot for having me. And as usual, it's a pleasure to see you.
Yes, likewise.
Great
to see you. There we go.
Yeah, great to see you, buddy. We had just an unbelievable event a few weeks ago back in Florida. I don't know how you do it, man. You've been grinding, and we'll get into that, let you explain everything. But just a great event in Florida. Riley was able to come down. I think the women stole the show. It was our first fight on ice, bare knuckles, which I don't think anyone ever thought would really happen. But you had this in your head and this dream, and you've been grinding for years. But anyway, that event was amazing. If you want to talk a little bit about that one, and then kind of give us like the rundown, because you started this a while back, and it's been for sure a grind for you, and you've just done an unbelievable job.
Oh, you're right. It has been a grind. It's been a learning experience, big time, especially crossing the two worlds together, the fight world and the hockey world. A lot of unknowns for me. We're learning a lot. As you know, I grew up playing hockey. I love hockey, but bringing the fight world together with the hockey world is much more complicated than people realize. Regulations, sanctioning, and also putting on a good product that people are going to be safe and not get hurt.
Part of the business, right? Part of the job.
Yeah, that's funny. I didn't hear that. But everything's good, guys. Sorry about that. So,
right.
Yeah, melding the two worlds together was tougher than I thought. And especially stepping into the bare knuckle ring, the rules that we had to follow. Of course, Derek, you provide the helmets. Safety protocols are number one, and I think we've accomplished that now. There's still some tweaking to do, but we definitely are on track to make this a big time event on the next one. It'll be in the same arena, hopefully, and that's about it on that end. I think the grind has been mostly getting the fighters to understand what's expected of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Chasing after them.
Yeah, chasing after them. And I know, because I rode around with you. I've ridden around with you quite a few times, actually, in Michigan and in Florida. It can get scary, Riggs. This guy's got more shit going on. I'm like, Charlie, let me drive. I got it. I'm used to this. We ended up at a crack house when we went to go to
Wrong turn.
Oh, no. I put the wrong address in the GPS. We were headed to meet some guys at the Florida Panthers training arena. And there's two addresses. North and south in Fort Lauderdale. We ended up the wrong one, so Derek got a bit of a discount.
I did get a discount though when I went to the door. No, we were just the last thing Charlie needed was to waste an hour of the day. But we laughed about it in the end. But just going back to when you started the Ice Wars, and we helped out a little bit. We talked with you, and you did that in Edmonton a few years back. And just to where it's grown now, and all the hard work you've put in.
Well, the hard work was actually done by a lot of people, you included,
right.
Derek, putting this all together. The trick to this was putting the right people in the spots to make it happen. It's not a one-man operation, and we tried it as a one-man operation, and that doesn't work. So having people with different knowledges from all over the place has helped a lot. It's changed from the first one till now. Has changed 1,000%. And again, the quality of fighters that are applying now and coming in and we're going to be signing adds a lot to it as well, too. Not that the first fighters weren't great. As far as I'm concerned, anybody who steps in the ring has a big heart.
Yes.
But the more skilled guys are showing up now, and I think that's really going to change the game. Production, as you saw, from the first time we didn't understand production. And teaming with Dave Feldman at BKFC and having a proper production crew was mind-boggling. We actually, have gone viral because of the content and the fights that the guys put on, and the girls. And the girls' fight was second to none. And I believe it is the first time ever done in the world.
Right. Yeah, that fight was amazing. We had Vicious Valerie on the show last week, and she's a sweetheart. But I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to step on the ice with her, Rig. She would have knocked me right out.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, there's no.
Oh man,
She was very.
both the women, both.
They both were tough, but Valerie was very deceiving.
Yeah.
She seems like the quiet, shy type of girl, and I thought, well, she's not going to last a second in this.
Yeah,
Boy,
right.
did she surprise me.
Yeah.
But both those women were very tough and great competitors and nice people to work with.
Yeah, I bet.
Which is important.
That is important.
That's another thing I'm learning too, to have a fight competition all the time. The fighters that you work with that are easy to get along with and there to do their job and stuff like that makes a lot of difference as well. High maintenance guys, I'm sure it's like an NHL team. High maintenance guys aren't going to stay around.
Right.
Yep.
That's true. It's funny. I was telling Riles, it's, like I did this job for so long, and you have your one team. And then with this, it's kind of cool because there's two teams, but I'm helping both sides. It's almost a double-edged sword, because you meet all these people that are a guy, you don't want to see anyone get hurt. It's like watching your mother-in-law go off a cliff in a Cadillac. You got mixed feelings, man.
Well said.
But it was the last one was just, I think you're just building on it, Charlie, and you know that the work that's gone in by everyone. President Ian Heinisch, Warrior himself, obviously, but stepped in and is doing a lot with you and is just building this brand. And of course, you mentioned Dave Feldman, obviously, who has a lot to do with it as well.
Well, Dave's on the creative side. The guy, like in my eyes, like I said before, he's a genius when it comes to promotions, adding and taking away from the fights. He's tweaking a bunch of stuff. We're meeting this week. He's got some great ideas to actually bring this to another level. So each time we put on an event, I believe we're going to be climbing the ladder to the perfect product. And
that's awesome.
That's going to take 4 or 5 more events, on production, fighters, safety, all the stuff. But each time we're progressing. A couple of times there, I think we kind of flatlined. We, 2 or 3 events that we did in Alberta and Cheyenne, we were flatlined. It was not climbing. But now we're getting a good understanding. We have people like you said, Ian knows the fight game. Right. He's taking a load off of my shoulders. And again, I'm at the age where I want to slow down some. So Feldman and Ian are going to be the front runners of the company. I think Ian's well-spoken. As you know, I don't like the media much. And I just think the whole team's coming together. And the next events, we got some huge surprises. And that's coming through a learning process of what the fans want. And we listened to the fans. Like even the boards that we supplied this time, they wanted clear boards. We did it. They wanted real ice. We did it. They wanted no gloves. We did it. And we've got more things that they want us to change. And we're going to continue to do it.
That's awesome. Charlie, are all the fights moving forward on ice with no gloves?
All the fights moving forward are on ice with no gloves. In a certain situation, we may have to resort to synthetic ice, and we were going to do that when we have a prospect series maybe. We're going to have some prospect series coming up for fighters that want to join Ice Wars that can have basically a tryout because we're going to need more and more fighters as we grow. We're entering into multiple states this year and looking at a fairly hectic schedule. So we're going to have to grow our roster, I'm thinking, by 40 or 50 fighters.
Oh, wow.
And we've got that many applications times 3. We have to sort through them. Some of the guys that are coming out of the woodwork, it's amazing, and I'm very excited about it.
Right.
That's great. Happy to hear.
Well,
yes, so am I.
Charlie, you're the man when you got a funky bass line like that behind you.
Oh, I know. Sorry, guys. This was not planned. It was very quiet when I got in
Riley's getting ready to get his bongos out.
So was
excited.
I. Yeah. Just strum along a little bit. So hopefully it didn't ruin the podcast. You
guys, no, not at all, man.
It does add some character to it for sure.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think the bassist is doing it on purpose, actually. He gave me a look and started hammering on it. I'm like, okay. He might need a hockey fighter.
Yeah, giving the old bass a tickle.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, guys, everything's going excellent. I'm excited. Like I said, I'm looking forward to taking a little bit more of a backseat on things and working from behind. Ian's a great president. Derek having you as a trainer. Riley having you as a fighter soon, I hear. Would be very exciting. I think it would be a lot of fun. we're really excited to be coming to Philadelphia soon.
Yeah.
As you know, that's my favorite hockey team and always has been.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of cool things going on.
Yeah, for sure.
Happy to hear. Nas, you got some news to share, don't you?
He was going to share it, I think.
Oh, Charlie, you could share it then.
Yeah, you know what? Because you guys are so close to my heart, being from Philadelphia, the best podcast on hockey that I've ever seen, you're going to become the official podcast of Ice Wars.
There you have it.
Thank you.
Beauty.
Oh,
and
man.
we love that. Yeah.
Oh, thank
Looking
you so
forward
much,
to it.
Charlie. Yeah, we're
excited to work with you.
We're
Likewise.
excited. Yeah, for sure, man. This is just every time. I feel like every time Charlie and I talk, I just get more excited. Like there's more news. You know, he's got something positive, and we could be happier to be a part of it, Charlie. You know that.
I do. You guys have been supporting us all the way along, and now I think it's starting to be to the point where we actually have stuff to talk about, you know, and it's just going to get more and more. There you go.
There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, I know. We're excited. Great. We're excited. Happy for you, and love seeing it grow. It was an awesome event, as Nasty mentioned there a couple weeks ago, and you know, props to you. I know how hard you must be grinding, how much goes into this, and they're taking a step back and letting some other guys kind of run the ship is probably you know, the wisest decision. You know, I can imagine how much of a toll it takes. So props to you.
Really. And I'm getting older, and I had that heart surgery. I just don't want to put myself under the stress like I did for the 5 or 6 events, a one-man show. Let some young guys take it over and run with it, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I'm still involved and happy to be, but this isn't a one-man operation.
That's right. Yeah, no kidding.
Sure. We've got a good team around us. Byron Williams, B-Roots, Derek, Feldman, I mean, you name it. We've got guys helping us all the way along, especially the BKFC team. Yeah. They've changed the level of everything from production to the fighter care. So very exciting.
Beautiful.
Yeah. That's awesome. Again, CEO of BKFC Ice Wars, Mr. Charlie Nama. Thanks for your time, brother. I know you're busy there. Get ready for tomorrow night, man.
I'm going up drumming.
I believe it.
Get
all right, buddy.
Appreciate you, brother.